Self-Empowerment TV. Awaken. Inspire. Expand.
Question. I would like to ask the first question, which is regarding what is known as your councils. I have heard through several communications that there are a wide abundance of councils that exist, and I am curious as to their role and functionality. Can you elaborate more on this? Answer. Yes, Brad, we shall speak on this matter. That of which you would know as councils simply would be termed as overseers that orient and coordinate different aspects of duties that corroborate a collective goal or goals to be achieved throughout their basis of relationship. It is not of the understanding that these particular councils are hierarchical through superiority in any form. They simply relate to the epitome of experience in ways of multidimensionality that allow direction and communion between orientation that coexists between dimensions corporeally, quasi-corporeally, and non-corporeally. We are the particular form of governance that is passionate in maintaining equilibrium based on what has been synchronistically assigned, that require our own observations based upon mutual adherence to tasks at hand. This can relate to interspecies relations, governance of planetary bodies in relation to coordinated interventions, mentorship and guidance of other civilizations that would be considered as initiates through certain alliances, coordination and assistance of celestial presence, and obligation of harmonic energetic alignment that falls within star system maintenance, for lack of a better term. Much to which councils are assisted to in helping truly transcend beyond known systems that you may be familiar with, and so it is challenging for us to put them in exact terms. But once again, it returns to the understanding that our presence represents that of overseers as we work as one together with the universe, with our planets, with our stars, with interstellar space and dimensions, through the intent of preserving balance in all forms that we can. Question. It is not my intention to make this sound like it is a superiority definition question, but in the best way I can phrase this, with the councils that exist, are there councils above them, so to speak, that are answered to, or does this relate to another type of correspondence beyond our understanding? Answer. We thank you for your query, Brad. The understanding of the communication in divine hierarchical means relies to the understanding that each soul body of a council, shall we say, in this comparison, corresponds in divine order to that which would be subservient to an oversoul council, that would be patriarch to the soul council in question, for lack of a better term. It is the understanding that our functionality amongst councils in this light relate to the natural order of soul communion. This is what you would know as the living mirror effect, that one branch is connected to another branch that is larger, and this particular formation continues onward to infinity. Question. So it would be safe to say that the hierarchies of councils literally obligate their responsibilities through a never-ending chain of councils that span even past universal origin, correct? Answer. This is correct, Brad. It is all contained within a branching out effect similar to soul-oversoul angelic consortium relationship. Question. Thank you. My next question relates to the understanding of repopulation. I have heard information about this, and I don't believe Adronis has spoken too much about this from what I recall. I am curious as to the protocol in regards to this definition as it affects Earth and its population. I know it has nothing to do with depopulation, as that is a completely different topic altogether, but I'm curious to what can be shared in regards to this topic regarding cosmic intervention bringing about repopulation. Can you elaborate on this, please? Answer. We can touch base on this query, as you say. The idea of repopulation simply relates to a transformative effort to maintain the population on your planet that are aligned to the intention of populating the fourth density Earth to remain in the contingents of vibration so that this can be brought forward. Understand that to some degree, lighter forms of our repopulation protocol are in effect at this time. This is the chain of intervention that has brought forward aversion from what you would know as catastrophic events being brought on your planet. Understand that the span of protocol in repopulation stretches very far. Positioning and coordination flows wide. With this understanding, as we shall call them, volunteers are on your planet in a divine form of interception that prevents certain situations to become manifest. Understand that it is through the higher dimensions of beings, that of what you would know as the guardians, that are collaborating with your own planet's collective consciousness to reshape timelines in that understanding. This again pertains to intervention in many ways, but also falls into the form of repopulation as it can be defined as its precursor. Repopulation itself, in its soon-to-be revealed form, relates to our assistance in purifying energies within your being based upon your request for intervention to allow such thought forms that represent somewhat disharmonious traits to be subsided from your being as you approach transcendence into the fourth density. Understand that this is never done without permission from the intent of the being in question. As you move further into the shift, shall we say, the energies upon the planet intensify. As they intensify, so do emotional, mental, and physical states of your own being. We are simply doing what we have been asked to do, through each of you individually and collectively, to assist in bringing you into the forefront of the next dimension where many of you will occupy. Life will continue on this planet. You humans will be reversioned in your own understanding through all the energies that are culminating through the grids of your planet. This is all part of the plan. Think of it on our own way as you receiving a harmonic upgrade so that you can function in higher plateaus of being. That is the general nature of repopulation. Those that have not agreed to be part of the repopulation protocol, those of what you would know as beings that are corrupted to the heart with fear and deeply driven within the illusions of separation, war, chaos, are simply incapable of vibrating in harmony to the new Earth's energies. They have literally dismissed themselves from being a part of your new plane, and so they will diminish themselves from physical apparatus and will journey to other experiments as they work through themselves to understand the nature of transcendence and love. It is no one that is punishing them. It's that they themselves have decided to live out such premises through this game. This is what we can share in what you may understand as the repopulation protocol. I thank you very much for this information and appreciate your presence for this session. Answer. We thank you and leave you in the love, appreciation, and gratitude through our collective and through the heart of infinite creation. Namaste, dearest brother.